From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cook running on first down, but this defense up to the task there as they stop him before he can even get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of one officially. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Cousins. Steps away to his left. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Cousins to throw it. Being chased out left. Throw left side on target to Thielen. This defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. See what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And they go play action here. Mon. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 54. Lance looking to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mond buying time to his left. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Dee Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game, and you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Finding room to the 20, and he'll find Thielen on the right side. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
First down, Minnesota.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Vikings, nothing.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Left side, Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On play action, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And some room to roam now. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and if anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Vigil. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The kick by Gold is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul search. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Throwing on second and long. Mond. They're going for Jefferson downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
17. Vikings nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start out here with the option left. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Shotgun now for Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And Gold missed it. It's no good. Wide right for Gold, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mond. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mond looks to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Mond. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mond going to throw it. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Moore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They start the drive with Cook. Cook, a first down and more. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, Mostert. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Niners on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They run it again with Cook. They find some open field here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
145 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Mon.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt.
And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defense.